Hi, I'm HauntedPeppers. I'm a horror streamer and I do variety. I actually do kind of a huge amalgamation of things, but my streams start around 7:45 p.m. CST, Monday.
Welcome. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I'm excited. So go ahead and tell me your username, how long you've been streaming, if you're an affiliate or partner on Twitch, and then also your average viewers and current followers.
Awesome. Well, I'm affiliate. I've only been streaming for 2 months. I started at the very end of February. I have around 15 average viewers per stream, and today I actually hit 375 followers.
Congrats. That's huge. Oh my gosh. All right. So I know that you're only 2 months in, but let's talk about analytics real quick. Do you look at your analytics? What do you do with that information?
So as a person who does community management for different game studios as my career, usually I like to try to at least let it tell me when the best times to stream are, like what days people are able to be there, and not let the numbers really sway too much when it comes to my consistency.
So what strategies have you been using for engagement, whether that's on stream and or social medias?
When I am engaging with people on different platforms, it's never promotional. I don't want to come off as like promotional, because the thing is, like, people are like, oh well, I want people to come and see my streams. I want them to come and see what I'm doing, but you want them to come in so they could see you and they can meet you and stuff, and you don't get that. Like, every little interaction is an intro in itself, and you don't have to be constantly posting links.
So what are your go live notifications, and what works best for you?
So I've noticed that I definitely need to make sure I keep my username in my go live notifications for me, because I feel like I've noticed that when I get a notification and I'm in Twitch itself and I see it, if I don't see like who it is specifically, I'm way less likely to click it.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to keep mine silly and lighthearted and definitely not too pushy, but also at least a little tidbit about what I'm going to be streaming. So I keep it kind of the same format each time, but just the HauntedPeppers is also doing this today, by the way. Just like a little thing. But concise and short.
Yeah, I really love the tip of putting your name in the go live notification. That's huge. So how do you adapt to changes in social media algorithms?
Ooh, well, that's been a huge thing, both in my professional life and just like in general, especially, it's like TikTok's maybe vanishing. Twitter is paywalling itself a little bit more. I've just been trying to be more open with other creators about my goals, and also, like, I think there's kind of this faux sense of competition sometimes with smaller streamers, that like we're like, oh well, I don't want to be constantly retweeting other people's links or promos or things like that, because it's like I want people to come to my stream too. And it's like, they're not trying to be mean-spirited or anything, but it's just like, it's kind of like, if I'm running a restaurant, I don't want to be advertising everybody else's restaurant. But it's different though. Every single person has so many different things to offer. I really don't think we should be looking at other people as competition, and engaging with everybody in a friendly way, and trying to be as open about using my platform, no matter how small it is, to help other people too, even if they're bigger or small, whatever size they are. I think that has been the best way to negate the fact that the algorithms are changing kind of in a non-beneficial way for us, because when you do that, you, regardless of the fact that, like, yeah, it's not your stream that you're promoting, that's okay, because when communities meet, they mesh and they grow and they mingle in a really special way that could create stronger communities for everybody.
Totally. And what about your tags, whether it's tags on Twitch or hashtags that you use?
So I've avoided some hashtags on Twitter just because I do feel like they have like lots of bots and things that I originally, as a small streamer, I mean, super new, I jumped into Twitch without having really much idea at all of what I was doing. It's been a major learning process, but I know that there are some tags now that kind of just get you into these like bots that also are just follow bots that only link you to other follow bots, and it's kind of just like a trap that, like, I see a lot of people putting a lot of effort into making sure they post their link in every follow for follow thing, and so I try to avoid those hashtags because I think that those places just kind of end up being like, I guess, booby traps that you can fall into, and then it's like really hard to get out of. I like to use hashtags for specific indie games that I'm playing. So if it's like a game that you're playing, you know, other people, I've realized a lot of people don't want to buy games until they've seen somebody play it because, you know, money's tight for everybody right now. And you can give somebody a chance to both like see a new game that they've never played before and like give that dev an opportunity to like get a new player and also, you know, find a new friend. So I like using different tags for the games itself. And then when it comes to my Twitch stream tabs, I like to put tabs in tags. Sorry, I keep saying tabs instead of tags. I like to use like the ADHD tag a lot because I think it lets people have more of I guess an expectation for me. Like, you know, if somebody comes in and they know that I have ADHD off the bat, they'll be like more understanding when I get distracted or I trail off or I stop finishing sentences midway, which I've been definitely one of my biggest struggles as an ADHD streamer. But I like that because it also helps me find other people with ADHD who could relate to me, and we could talk about it, and we both, you know, can find a space of understanding together.
How do you get creative and stand out from the rest?
Well, I like to talk a lot about my careers that I've had. Being a professional in the game industry is really cool because I get to give people tips and advice on a bunch of different aspects and ways that they can get into it. I like to talk about my past career as a person who worked in a funeral home for 3 years. I like to talk about mental health and how to support other people. I like to honestly sometimes even vent a little bit. I think that it's good to be honest about your struggles because sometimes a lot of positivity can make people feel even more alone because they're not feeling positive all the time. And it's good to just like have a space for neutrality sometimes too. One thing is I feel like a lot of small creators don't apply for things like stream teams or like grants or other things like that. I think I've met most people through like applying for things that I would 100% feel like I would never win. But I applied anyways because you're never gonna win if you don't even apply. Like that's just a guaranteed, like, you know, and just taking a chance. And by taking that chance, I've met a lot of people and have opened the doors to like a lot of opportunities to make these friendships.
So I know you haven't been streaming for very long, but is there anything that kind of really helped you get affiliate or where you are right now?
I would say finding a space. I did find a specific subreddit that was very different from other subreddits. It was I think it was called Twitch Startup, but I did find their Discord server there, and through that I've met some other smaller streamers that are just starting up that gave like a lot of advice on how to do everything. But I would also say, even though it's really, really scary, and I mean, I felt very embarrassed when I was doing this, but opening up to any of your friends and sharing your link and just telling them that like, hey, I'm gonna do this, you'd be surprised to see like who's gonna like actually show up, and it's really cool. So I let all my IRL friends know as well, and with help from that startup, I met a few other smaller streamers that were really new too, and we just kind of banded together and said we're gonna support each other, and we've been friends all the way. We're all in each other's Discord servers. We've been hanging out, doing streams together, and it's been really cool.
Oh, I love that. Well, that was my last question. Do you have any final thoughts, or are you feeling pretty good?
Final thoughts is thank you so much for having me. Thanks for setting this up. I think this is a really cool idea, and I've been really inspired by like larger streamers like you who like go out and put in the effort to like engage with smaller streamers and stuff, and it makes the community really a much nicer place. So thank you.
Aw, well, thank you. All right, well, we're gonna say goodbye to YouTube, but thank you so much again. All right, I'll talk with you right after.
Thanks.
Bye, YouTube.